give me your reaction to this story. Speaking about adoption, I'm sure you've heard of this story, but Harvey AI, which does AI in legal, uh, in the legal industry, they had several major sales and to some top flight law firms in the country and multimillionaire sales. And after about 6 months, maybe even less than that in some cases, the community of attorneys in these firms came back with, we would not use the AI for the complex things, for the important things, even for anything above just the most remedial stuff. They're like, this stuff's not reliable. The hallucination factor is still there. And I know it's gotten better in GPT-5 theoretically, but this was very recently, and Harvey's sitting on top of multiple frontier models. So it's not just like, oh, OpenAI or something is not working. It's multiple LLMs, and Harvey's selling this to to legal tech, is in the legal tech field, selling it to law firms, and they're not loving it the way that people would think. So just even zooming out from GPT-5, adoption, is it really ready to happen? I mean, okay, OpenAI can build their consulting practice and try to get it in there, but are LLMs actually working? Because one would think that the legal profession would be like the ultimate
Oh,
test case, use case for, LLMs. What do you think about this Harvey situation?
I I am both surprised and not surprised. Right? So I talked to Harvey very early on, and the
Mm,
CEO, and the early adoption, because I do believe legal is one of these key spaces that we can fundamentally change it for the better with this
right.
technology if you do it right. Right? We try to invest and all of that fun stuff, right? Which at the time they're like, we can't be bothered to talk to you. You're not cool enough for us, kind of a right world.
Yeah.
But the thing is, if you've actually had to do the hard work to implement, if you are in an industry that has super deep domain knowledge and legal, the thing you have to understand is how you understand legal document is not how you and I understand what we read on the internet. That is like to derive meaning or to make summarization of what was important, what was not important, what was a key point, what was not. It
Hmm.
is very specialized. You're not going to get there with any of these general foundation models that's trained essentially on the internet. you you are what you eat.
Right.
You
Mm,
understand what you're trained with. Understanding legal writing is very, very different. And it actually requires this very difficult to come by crossover of someone who truly understands legal, but also how LLMs understand and don't understand things to be able to address those issues. Because I wasn't in legal, but in fintech, we were in a very tiny sliver of custody and clearing. One of the things that like the internet goes, what?
mm.
Right? And the amount of time we spent trying to understand how do you summarize, how do you understand knowledge is very, very different than normal semantic understanding. And it sounds
Yep.
like they had the money. If they should have
Yeah.
recognized the problem, and they out of everybody could have gotten the right people so that locked it down.